اینکه کنکت بکنیم. بعد از 4 دقیقه با نماینده USCIS یا دفتر مهاجرت ایالات متحده آمریکاست مصاحبه و در تعقیب می مصاحبه به زبان بعد از ختم مصاحبه به زبان دری پشتو عربی ترجمه خواهد شد. ما خب کوشش میکنیم که نه تنها افغانی ها را کور بکنیم، با بخش های دیگه موجودین از کشور هستن یا کشورها هستن اونا را هم کور بکنیم. من responded بکنم. Connected. Yeah, here we go. صفحه واصل شد. به اینجا که ما ایره هم در صفحه برم. Just working on this one. Yeah, this one should be in 2 minutes. We will be live for the USCIS Public Affairs or Community. Are we live at the Facebook? It looks like I'm live here, but I couldn't see it. Let me go back and make sure everything is correct, so nothing is missed out. Okay. Yep, I'll fix it. So in 2 minutes, we will have the USCIS communication and community person to answer the questions of our Afghan and Iraqi SIVs question regarding how to apply for green card, how to renew their green card. Salam, tashakkur az hamma doston. Yeah, we have her here right now. I think we have her. So, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we have still 1 minute to go. Hi, morning.
Morning.
Just I want to make sure the mic is okay and we can hear it very well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Thank you so much for your time. I know during of this pandemic and we request for the interview, and it's kind of your department and you to accept the interview of that event to answer some questions about immigrations and USCIS new procedure for the people how to renew their green card. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, there's a few questions came up from the community, SIVs community, that we have a translation to. So at the end of the program, we're going to translate it in the Pashto and Arabic too. So we cannot do it right now, and we can do the show after the end of the show. Our people have the document and release it on the 3 languages for our SIVs. So we receive a couple, 460 questions, all of the similar question that how the people can renew their expired green card and how much the cost and how many months will take to get their new green card.
So a person who has the card and they know in advance it's going to expire, they should try to renew it 6 months before the card expires, ideally. They can't do it earlier than 6 months. So 6 months is kind of like the cutoff. Right now, the current fee, I don't know that on top of my head, but I can pull that up right now. We actually want everybody to go to our website to get the most updated information because things change often, as you know, with immigration, including our fees.
Yeah.
So let's find out what is the current fee right now. Give me 1 second.
It's okay.
We have so many forms, it's so hard to keep track of everything.
Yep, I think it's the 190 form. Pay, yeah, but here's the question.
Yes, correct. It's Form I-90, and then on our website, it will have the address of where they need to send the application because it's not sent to the local immigration office. So the filing fee right now, and again, this could change, so just keep that in mind. It's $455 for the application and an additional $85 for fingerprints.
So then how many months is it? Is it taking us 6 months to get a new green card or more than 6 months?
It's going to depend on what type of card they're applying for, whether it's a renewal or a lost card. Renewals, I believe, is taking about 8 months.
8 months.
Correct. But again, that could change. COVID-19 has affected us in terms of processing times for all of our benefits. So it could increase, and we do expect it to increase.
What about the SIVs? Like SIVs was exempted. Looks like once they came to United States in a week or months, they're receiving their green card for free. So if their green card get expired, or they should pay also the same amount, or they have some waiver or exempted from the immigration office?
So generally speaking, a fee is required, but if you're low income or if you're receiving a means tested benefit, you may qualify for a fee waiver. So it's not automatic. So if someone, and this applies to everybody, not just SIVs, if they're applying for a renewal or a replacement and they think they qualify for the fee waiver, they can submit the fee waiver with supporting documentation to request it.
The second question which people have, and it happened with the one Afghan nation too. They robbed his house and they stole his all family green card and social security, and it's the months he is trying to find out the way to contact USCIS and how to renew their green card. So if someone green card got stolen or lost, so what is the procedure to apply for a new green card? And they should pay the same amount fee also for it or no?
So same thing, if they think they qualify for the fee waiver, they would file Form I-90. The fee waiver is Form I-912. Provide the supporting documentation that they're low income or if they're receiving Medi-Cal or food stamps. And then they don't have to pay the fee if it's accepted by the lockbox facility.
Yep. The second one is the citizenship process. We have a lot of rumors in the community, and most of people are getting disappointed, and especially the people who cannot speak English, and it's very hard for them to learn English, or they don't have a time to take a class English language because of family. They should work for their family. There is some rumors. If you don't know English language, you cannot apply for citizenship, even you cannot renew your green card. Is it true?
No, you can still renew your green card. There's no English testing required for renewing or replacing the green card. But for citizenship, yes, you do have to pass an English test. And so there's very few exceptions to people who don't have to take the English test. Not knowing English, being illiterate, those are not qualifications for not taking the test.
What's that?
So they would still have to.
So what's that the steps which people are exempted if they can take a test without English, or are they disabled people?
So there's an age requirement and a time as a permanent resident. So if they're at least 50 years old, they've had a green card for 20 years, or they're at least 55 years old, a green card for 15 years, and at least 65 years old, green card for 20 years. They don't have to take the English test, but they can take the history test in their native language.
Yep. Thank you so much for that. About the most of the people who are recently coming to United States, they don't know about the United States law and rules. So they may do mistake and they may get charged by court or domestic violence, child abuse, DUI, and especially a few cases of the child abuse and child harassment happen, which the dad got separated from the family, from the months, from the court. So if someone get a court notice or be a DUI, are they still eligible to apply for citizenship or no?
So we don't look at just arrest and court appearances. We look at convictions. So if they're convicted, meaning the judge says you are guilty, you have to pay a fine or you have to go to jail, that means they've been convicted. So that could potentially affect their eligibility for citizenship. So we want people who have any type of, criminal arrest or issues with the law to work with an immigration attorney or one of our low-cost accredited representatives to, make sure they have everything completed before they apply for citizenship.
So, for example, I become a court say that I am criminal. So my green card going to be expired. So can renew my green card, or after 10 years or 12, 15 years, can I apply again for citizenship or not?
So again, it just depends on the severity of the conviction. Yeah. Most misdemeanors, and that's what we kind of use, misdemeanors and felonies are the two different, grounds. Most misdemeanors, if it's outside the statutory period, we generally won't use it against them. And the statutory period is going to be 5 years from the date they submit their application. So if it happened 10, 15 years ago, it's a good chance they may still be eligible for citizenship. But we still want people to, do a quick consultation with legal resource before they apply, just to make sure everything is good to go.
Great. For example, I forgot, I'm outside of the country and I couldn't file my tax papers. And after 1 year, I came back to United States and I'm at a travel document. So then I will get a ticket from tax IRS, and they say I'm overpaid. Is that overpay tax IRS is affected on eligibility of citizenship or not?
So generally for tax purposes, our main concern is whether or not you filed when you're required to file. Overpayment, that's more of an IRS issue. So if a person received an overpayment from IRS, there's a good chance IRS will just say, we need that money back, and they should comply with that if that request is sent to them. But we're mainly concerned about making sure, that they filed when they're required to file.
So all the SIVs are exempted from the fee of citizenship or not?
Just like the I-90s, the renewal for a green card, they would have to request a fee waiver. So it's not an automatic exemption. Yeah, everything is not automatic. They have to request the fee waiver with supporting documentation.
Okay, that's the one. The one thing which come up on a State Department press release and website, P3 visa, which most of Afghan, Iraqi nations are trying to bring their family member and they didn't know how to do it. It was not just for SIVs, but recently President Biden signed a document which SIVs can bring their mom and dad and brother and sister who are under age of 21 years old. They can apply for the asylum case. So how that process is working? How do people find out the forms?
So to be honest, the P3 process is a refugee program process, and local field offices, we don't really deal with that. That's more of an overseas program. So what I encourage people to do is, if what you're telling me is true, and I don't know, I haven't heard this information just yet, they should go to the Department of State website. It's www.state.gov, and they can just do a search for P3 access or P3 program. And again, like you said, it's for family members to come here to the United States where the primary was granted refugee or granted asylum, and they're trying to bring in their family members. But yeah, we want people to go to the State Department website to find more information on that, because that's not a USCIS program. It's more of a Department of State website program.
That answer can help for, because the most of SIVs are going to citizenship. They're trying to contact USCIS to file a case, and they don't have a form, which form they should fill up. But this question can help us. For example, if I want to invite my mom and dad as a visitor visa, and I'm not a citizenship, am I allowed to invite them still or not?
You can, but again, that's a Department of State program. You're not USCIS, so they would have to, apply with the local embassy or consulate in their home country for that visitor visa. But USCIS, we don't do visitor visas.
Yeah, there is a misunderstanding, because I'm in the community with the different nations and doing research and talk to them how to find out the way and do public awareness. Most of people say that the USCIS is not helping us because I want to invite my brother for a visit or my mom. So as you say that, the USCIS is just working inside the United States, not overseas.
Correct.
That question, that answer can help her very well. The other one is, some people have two wives. So one wife in the United States and one wife on their own country. Or they can bring their second wife, and if they have the first one or not.
So the United States,
with you after interview.
The United States does not recognize polygamy, which means having multiple spouses. So no, they will not be able to bring in a second wife.
Yeah, there's some cases which I can share with you. That's why the most of people are going overseas, taking a second wife, and maybe trick them. They said, we are going to invite you to the United States and bring you here. It will take 5 years. There's a one person, the lady contact me, their family member contact me. He is here, his wife is there, but he's not running the case very well. We don't know what's the case, but as we know that, so most of the cases happen two wives, or sometimes they brought their, as information is coming out from community, they brought their second wife as a older daughter, which one case we have in Los Angeles about that. So what do you think? What's the immigration department charge it will be if they find out that kind of cases?
So they should definitely work with an immigration attorney. That's basically committing fraud. So it's not good that they're committing fraud against the US government.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. So we are going to talk with our translator to translate it. We may need you for more shows, more interviews. People have different questions coming from community, from 100 questions come, and I will minimize and send it to you. Hope to have you on each 6 months one time to give us a little bit of information about the changes on the status of the citizenship, green card, or some eligibilities, which is recently will come soon about P3. If you find out anything, if you can give us information in the future, that will be good.
All righty.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. خب سوالایی که مهم بود دوستای افغان و عراقی ها زیادتر در چند کیس شده، تمام سوالات که از ما با دفتر اینو شریک میسازیم، شریک ساختیم و مشکلات همه SIV ها رو با اینا میرسانیم. اما بعضی قضایایی است که در منطقه یا در جامعه با شما مشکل میسازه. چیزایی که اگر شما میخواین گرین کارتتون نو کنین یا گرین کارت تازه بگیرین، فرم I-90 را خانه‌پوری بکنین. $455 فیسش است، $85 بایومتریکش است و اگر شما لون کم فامیلی هستین شما میتونین که بخشش یا ویور به دست بیارین. دوم دیگه، کسایی که ریپلیس میکنه، همچنان امی پروسیجرش است. اما سوال دیگه است که کسایی که سیتیزنشیپ میشن آیا انگلیسی باید زیاد داشته باشن یا نداشته باشن. نظر به گفته اینا انگلیسی اگر اینا مثلا سنشون 50 بالاتر هست و بعضی شرایط هست که میتونن اینا سیتیزنشیپ خود به دست بیارن. سوال در مسئله دیوای است. اگر محکمه شما را مجرم بدانه او هم به دست محکمه و USCIS و وکیل مدافع مهاجرت هست که چه رقم کیس پیش میبره اونا براتون معلومات زیادتر میده. و کسایی که دیوای است او هم نظر به جرم است. سوال دیگه ای بود که سیتیزنشیپ برای سیویا رایگان است یا پول باید بپردازن. اونا گفتن پول برای همه هست، فیس باید بپردازن، اما اگر اینا لو انکم فامیلی هستن میتونن ویبر اپلای بکنن. درباره P3 که زیادتر دوستای افغان و عراقی ها هم سر صدا انداخته بودن که USCIS مسئول است که درباره P3 به ما معلومات بده. پروگرام P3 از طریق وزارت خارجه است و اونا گفتن که ما معلومات نداریم و شما میتونید وبسایت وزارت خارجه را چک بکنین که وبسایت شما نشر میکنیم. برنامه از اینجا خاتمه میتیم. با دوستایی که بخش دری پشتو یا کار میکنن در دوبلاج میریم یا دابینگ میکنیم، دوبلاج میکنیم و در صفحه یوتیوب دوباره نشر میشه در صفحه یوتیوب تلویزیون SIV و کوثر. اما با خوشبختی است که با بخش مسئول روابط عامه وزارت خارجه ایالات متحده آمریکا با تماس شدیم ما. اونا وقت ملاقات خواهد دادن و امی سوال مسئله P3 که چگونه ما میتونیم افراد با فامیل خود در به امریکا دعوت کنیم به صفت مهاجرین، این سوالا را از بخش وزارت خارجه ایالات متحده آمریکا و بخش روابط عامه‌اش این سوال خواهد کردیم و این جوابا را اونا خواهد داد. لطفاً هر سوال که دارین شما میتونید در کامنت نوشته بکنین. از این من بعد زنگای تلفنی جواب داده نمیشه و شما هر مشکل دارین در کامنت نوشته کنین یا پیام بدین. اما وقت زمان در بر میگیره که اینا دوبلاژ و دابینگ بکنیم. و ای که شما سوال دیگه که بسیار مهم است از یاد ما رفت که براتون بگویم، اگر شما گرین کارتتان گم میشه یا دزدی میشه شما هم باید از فایل فرم خانه‌پوری بکنین و شما باید از برین با مو پروسیجر بپیوندین. روز خوش داشته باشین. وقت بسیار کم است و ما هم که دوستای دیگه 3 نفر است که یک عربی است و یک افغان و یک پشتو زبان و یک دری زبان است که برنامه رو دابینگ بکنن. اما برنامه ادامه داره. We are going to continue our shows in the future too, but just a little bit changes we brought. And instead of all services for Afghan community, we are trying to do services for Iraqi SIVs community too. So our people will do translation, dubbing, then we can reload the show on YouTube and official page of the Kauser SIV channel, TV channel. That's all. Have a great day. If anyone have a concern, questions, they can put a comment, but we cannot anymore answer the phone call of the people. Send us text, send us message, comment. We can answer it in generally. But as long with the USCIS, P3 visa belongs to the State Department, and USCIS coverage is not overseas, it's just inside the United States, as she said that. But have a great day. Hope to see you all. Thank you. That's all, I think.